Zanny! Hey guys, Zanny Gundam here, and today I am showing off my custom msia Zanny. Wow, I worked on this guy so hard. In fact, this would be one of those figures that I sat down in front of my computer, ripped Zaku's apart, and tried working on over and over and over and over, and I would always get stuck. Just stuck! And now, I started coming up with a version 1, and then I realized, everything I'm animating with these days is version 2s or extended. I gotta up my game. And which created, other challenges. So, I'm really excited about this guy. You might see a teaser video about how I built one, etc. I'm not going to go into all the parts and how I built him in this one. I'm just going to show him off. So if you don't know what a Zanny is essentially a Federation captured Zaku 2 with some cosmetic changes so that we don't suffer friendly fire all the time. Pretty simple. It's an early Federation mobile suit, possibly predates the ball, the gun cannon, and the gun tank. I said possibly, Gundam Know-It-All. I said possibly. So, here I've got, there's various variations of the Zanny. Some of them have 3 fingers, and they have these weird cut-down legs and no armor in the back. And I thought to myself, and new cables in the back of the leg. I thought to myself, this is the middle of a war. Resources are limited. You would not reinvent the wheel. You would just, cosmetically change your Zaku. So I went more with kind of the Gundam Thunderbolt Zanny, with my own, little bit of, thinking, and decided to go with that. So similarly schemed to my Federation captured Zaku. You can tell that the Zaku torso up here, I kept the arms the same. Why redesign the arms? It doesn't make sense. Same for the legs. Same for the feet. But I put in new cables. Gave him new shoulders. Gave him some back armor. I thought, having back armor is kind of important. Loaded him with Federation stickers. He's got front armor. Zannies tend to not have side armor, which I had trouble coming up with side armor for him anyways. I got my Zanny head, which used to be a Butler Gundam head, and has been painted. And so I'm trying to be careful with that. It's the only part I had to paint, though, so I call that a success. The Zanny tends to have this early cannon. It's a recoilless ball cannon, basically, turned into a mobile suit weapon. Mine has a bit of a bend in it, so I'm going to have to fix that. But my wife made this. I showed her the cannon, I had a concept of it, and then she just went to town. She's amazing. You see my stuff, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. How did you do that? Half the time, it's my wife. Just for the fun of it, I thought that a Grizzly Gundam axe might be a nice, kind of piece here. Focus camera. Thought that would be fun. Zanny is sometimes shown with a simple shield. So I got this from my G.I. Joe collection. Stuck a RX-78 1.5 arm on it. And it looks quite nice. Also, this guy is well able to hold the Sandrock machine gun. I thought that might be a simple machine gun for a mobile suit. It's also compatible, of course, with Zaku machine guns and other Zeon weapons. And being that, the recoilless cannon is a very simple weapon, which, I've got all the version 2 articulation built into this guy. It's great. I've got a, I don't know where it is. I must have lost somewhere along the way, but there's a pod, or a little ball joint here for sticking a spare magazine for this cannon on there. I'd like to find a place or a way to store his heat lock, but I haven't come up with that. But being that this is a very, very simple weapon, I thought, what other simple weapons would they likely come up with for this kind of mobile suit? And I thought to myself, a minigun might make sense if we can convince it to fit into his hand. There we go. This hand's a little stretched out at the moment, but I've got alternate hands. So yeah, Zanny just has some very kind of simple... We're going to cheat since that hand is a little stretched out. Yeah. Not the perfect pose that I want, but it's pretty close. Again, this is a G.I. Joe weapon. Kind of a big honking one. I decided this might be quite fitting for an early Federation mobile suit. Just for comparison, we have the GM version 2. Obviously, you know, way superior than the Zanny. The Zanny is not a good mobile suit. Essentially, if you look at it, what they've done is they've stripped down most of the heavy armor of the Zaku 2 and left it rather defenseless. Mine, I did a little better. I thought, you know, I'm going to do it with the shoulder armor. I'm going to put, you know, some back skirt armor. I'm not going to completely cut down the legs of their armor and stuff like that. You know, I kind of went for a simple Zanny, not just because it was easier to build, but because logically it made more sense. Like, you're building a weapon. Why reinvent the wheel? Zaku's a good mobile suit. I don't think the Federation would completely degrade it just to make it so they didn't have friendly fire. So yes, that's my Zanny. Very happy with this figure. I've wanted a Zanny for years. Couldn't figure it out. Thought maybe this head would work. Maybe a gun cannon head would work. And ultimately it did work out. And I'm very, very excited about it. Wish I could have got a paint that was a little bit closer to this, but you know, you do your best. I did my best to make sure that the figure overall didn't have to be painted, so you wouldn't have to suffer paint scrape or other kinds of losses. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think of my Zanny. I'll see you guys next time.